Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, also known as Jamaatul Nasrul Islam (JNI), has cautioned Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike over his description of the South-South state as a Christian state. Wike said this at a crusade organized by the Lost Chosen Church in Port Harcourt, Rivers State capital, recently. But in a statement by its director, Professor Ishaq Akintola, JNI described Wike's statements as reckless and insensitive, especially now that the country is facing ethno-religious crisis. The statement read, "At a time when Nigeria is facing religious and ethnic crisis, a state governor still has the temerity to declare his state a Christian state. Wike is short in intellect, long in impunity. It is not his first time of making this pronouncement. We ignore him the first time because we did not want to dignify him with a response, but he has just exposed himself as an analog governor with a triangular approach to all problems: religion, violence, and impunity. Wike cannot think outside this triangular box. At a time when religious fanaticism is on the rise and the authorities are cautioning Nigerians to be moderate, a state governor is running loose with reckless statements like, I repeat once again without apologies, Rivers is a Christian state. That is why nobody can touch us." This is nothing but articulated demagoguery. It is audacious, preposterous, and myopic. It is also a dangerous precedent. Nonetheless, Wike's statements must also be seen as meaningless unless he can establish canon law for his Christian state. This is the challenge we like to throw at Governor Wike. He should promulgate canon law without any hesitation, otherwise all his boasts amount to nothing. They are empty. Is Rivers the only state with Christians majority? Wike should learn from the moderate stance of the governors of Cross River, Delta, Enugu, Anambra, Ebonyi, etc. on the issue of religion. Wike is perpetuating a culture of acrobatic religiosity. He's also playing on the intelligence of the good people of River State and lending credence to Kamas' view of religion as opium of the people. Is brandishing state-sponsored religiosity to cover his gross ineptitude. The spate of crime in Rivers State is an indictment on Wike. Court killing is on the rise. Kidnapping has become an obsession. Youth restiveness is everywhere in the state, but all these are byproducts of mass unemployment. This is what Wike should face. He should be thinking of empowering the youth. Where are the roads built by Wike? What is the State River School? Are there drugs in the hospitals? What are the rates of infants and maternal mortality in Rivers State? Port Harcourt is one of the most expensive places to live in Nigeria. How can Wike bring relief to the residents? It is high time Wike focus on governance and stop propagating motor park doctrine, manifesting Agbero faculty and exhibiting Bolekaja mentality. Nonetheless, Wike's statements must also be seen as meaningless unless he can establish canon law for his Christian state. That is the challenge we like to throw at Governor Wike. He should promulgate canon law without any hesitation, otherwise all his boasts amount to nothing. They are empty. Wike's Christian state is a red herring. Where is Wike's constitutional backing? Section 10 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria clearly prohibits state religion. It states the government of the federation or of a state shall not adopt any religion as a state religion. Wike's declaration is therefore ultra vires. It is null, void, and no consequence whatsoever. It is illegal, unlawful, and unconstitutional for any governor to declare a state a Christian or an Islamic state. For the avoidance of doubt, a clear difference must be seen between Wike's declaration and the introduction of Sharia in parts of the north. The state legislatures of states where Sharia was introduced followed due process. The governors did not just wake up one day and make arbitrary declarations. In any case, there is also a world of difference between declaring a state an Islamic state and merely introducing Sharia to be used by the Muslim population. That is why several parts of the United Kingdom, the United States, and some Western countries have introduced Sharia for their minority Muslim populations without necessarily declaring those countries Islamic nations. But where are the secularists? Where are those who claim that Nigeria is a secular state? Why is it that only Muslims are taken up when they make declarations bordering on religious particularism? Why are they silent now? Is this not selective judgment? Must we always believe alarm animal farm? Our self-righteous public commentators and human rights lawyers would have brought heaven down if any Muslim governor made a similar statement. Why are we like this? Who placed a curse on Nigeria? Well-known critics who fail to speak on Wike's recent pronouncement should bury their heads in shame. Before we take a break, we'll remind Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State that specialization necessitates division of labor. You should therefore concentrate on governance, which is the job for which he was elected, and leave evangelization and firebrand crusade to Christian clerics. Wike should improve the security situation in order to attract investors and tourists. We appeal to stakeholders in the Nigeria project to call Wike to order. These are the things that we will always say. Yeah, Murik, this Akintola, what is his name? Say Ishak Akintola. These are the kind of things he will be using big English. I don't know what he's supposed to respond to. He will not respond to. I think he's a Nigerian too. With all of these things that are happening in Nigeria as a whole, he will be going and be looking for people who make such statements and who do not make such statements. Of course, if you want to look at what he's saying, Nigeria is a secular state and everybody is entitled to his or her opinion. Like the Sharia that he's talking about, how come the people, people people did not even object to what they were saying because they wanted to make Sharia a Nigerian thing. But people say, no, you have to restrict it to your area, which they did, and the people agreed to that. And that was why they came out on that. And that does not mean that we don't have a Christians, and that does not mean that we don't have a conventional law. Why the Sharia law in the first place? These are, like I said, these are the things that you will see him, you hear him be talking about. But in the in the overall, what is happening in the country, he has never even been able to speak, to have the audacity to speak to the president. But when it comes to issue of Christian, that is when you see this guy jumping from one place to the other, from pillar to post. He will jumping from pillar to post. He will be talking. He will want to make it seem, of recent. I don't know why he's bringing this issue of a Wike made statement. If you feel that if Wike is not worthy of a response, for you to respond to what he has said, then why are you responding? When you feel that what he has said is empty threat, then why are you responding to him? Because we have a Christians in those Muslims states, because there's no way you can say it. They have Christians there and they are bringing in Sharia because the people love it. They find it so easy, and they didn't raise any objection. The Christians in those Sharia states that we have in this country. So if we can make the same statement, if the people who are there are okay with it, they are not coming out to say, oh, why would we say that? What is your own headache from? I don't know where you came from. Where is your own headache that you are going to be referring to that? Because before now, this statement has been on for a very long time, which people were really talking back and forth. I see no reason why this man would just go and dig at something. He said initially when he said it, he didn't say anything because they felt that there was no need for them to respond to him or to reply to him. Then why are you not responding if you know that he's making empty statements? Professor Ishak Akitola and others are lying. Rivers State is 100% Christian state, just like Sokoto is a Muslim state. Let's say the truth and not be economical with the truth. Religion has done more harm than good to Nigeria. The countries who brought the true religion to Nigeria are at peace. Governor Wike is 100% right in saying that Rivers is a Christian state. This does not mean that Muslim is not there. If anyone says that Zamfara is an Islamic state, has he made any mistake? I believe you will see church or Christians there. The bottom line is that since religion is our problem, let's see how far it will take this country to. If power infrastructural development, economic boom, and technological advancement of country is based on religion, Nigeria would have been named alongside 5 world powerful nations in the world. We are not ashamed as a nation. And that is just the way it is. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning what Ishak has said again. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.